Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your questions in the comment sections below on the other videos. And thank you for the emails that you sent me. I hope that you found my answers useful and that you were able to act upon them. So today we're going to talk about All Academy days, All Academy nights. Typically, once school begins in the fall, senators and congressmen will have their annual All Academy day or night. Sometimes it's during the week. Most likely it could be on a weekend. It usually is a half a day. It's quite a few hours, maybe 3 to 4 hours. And at these All Academy days, what the congressmen and senators do is they bring in representatives from the 5 service academies. These representatives are there to give you a short presentation of their academy, what they're looking for, what their student body looks like, and what they're looking for future cadets or midshipmen. And it's a pretty good presentation. Sometimes they bring a little video. Sometimes they even bring a cadet or midshipman with them that can give you a close-up and personal discussion of what life is like right at the academy for them, because they're there at the time. So I'm going to give you about 5 things or so that I think that you can do to get the most out of these academy nights. And so let's get into it. So number 1, if you can go, go. I know that's your state is probably a huge state. There's a lot of distance to travel, especially when the senators have it. Usually the senators have it in the capital or one of the major cities. So it could be a long distance to drive, or even to take plane or a train to get to. If you can do it, go. If your congressman has one, maybe you can go to that one instead of the senator's one. But if you can go, go. It's well worth the effort. It's worth the effort to go because it not only gives you an opportunity to see what's going on, but also make contacts with the senator's staff, the congressman's staff, and the representatives of the 5 service academies directly. They get to see your face, you get to see their face. In the short time that you're there, you can develop a relationship and know who to contact. So just for that, it's good to go. Next, if you go, bring a notebook and a pen. I do a All Academy Day in my state for my 2 senators. I've been doing it for the last 10 years or so. There's anywhere from 700 to 1,000 people that go. I'm there with the other service academies. When it's my turn to speak, I introduce myself. I tell them about me, my wife, my kids, very briefly about our experience with the service academies. And then I ask, how many of you have brought a pad and a pencil? And usually out of 1,000 people, if there's 10 that brought a pad and a pencil, it's a lot. Now, obviously, I'm not your age. I'm an older guy. Pen and pencil is how we take notes. I know some of you might click away on your iPhone or record things, and that's fine. But if you're not recording or taking notes in some manner, there is no way that you are going to remember 3 to 4 hours of information. These All Academy days are sometimes like a data dump. The 5 academies will get up there. They will tell you what they're looking for, their SATs, the DABA requirements, how many people go into class, the dates, on and on, all the stuff. There's no way you can remember it all. There's no way you can remember everybody's name. There's no way that you could probably spell my name. If I told you my name, you couldn't spell my name right off. You couldn't remember my email address if I spewed it out. The email address to this channel you definitely can remember because it's on the channel. But the email that I use in my everyday life, you could never figure that out. So take notes, write things down. It's not frowned upon, and if people think it's old-fashioned, well, that's their problem. But getting the information and being able to act on the information is your primary job. Next, when you go, have an open mind. I know that you want to go to the Air Force Academy. I know that you want to fly airplanes. I know that you want to be on the Thunderbirds. I know that you want to go to the military academy, West Point. I know you want to be an infantry officer. I know that you want to serve overseas, possibly Germany, and you want to go and see the world. Hey, I also know that you want to be in the Coast Guard. I know that you want to be out there on those cutters doing drug interdictions. I know all this, but have an open mind when you go to these All Academy days. Listen to what the other schools have to offer. Hey, maybe the Air Force Academy isn't right for you. Maybe you want to go to the Naval Academy. Naval Academy, they train pilots also. They have a lot of cool offerings there. Maybe just as many, maybe if not more than the Air Force Academy. Hey, maybe the military academy isn't really what you want to be. Maybe you want to be a Marine. That also entails going to the Naval Academy. Or maybe, hey, you want to have a life at sea, and maybe the Merchant Marine Academy is a better option for you than the Coast Guard Academy. There's all things you want to look at, and all the decisions you have to make. Each academy is different. Each academy has different offerings. Each academy has similar offerings. There's crossovers in each of the services. I mean, the Air Force and the Navy fly. The military, the Army, and the Marine Corps do similar types of operations. Both services are virtually ground-based, but have different missions. So look at all these things. You really want to understand what they have to offer. Maybe you fit in someplace else, and maybe your odds are better for someplace else. So have an open mind. Don't be dead set on one academy. Now, I get it. Hey, I only wanted to go to one school. All my kids and my wife only wanted to go to one school. I get it. But just have an open mind, because sometimes people change their minds. And change is fine, and doing something different is fine too. So just have an open mind. When you're talking to representatives from the academies, from the Senate staff, the congressional staff, get their contact information, get their cards. Some of them might just airdrop you something, their card onto your phone. That's great, but get that contact information. There's going to be a lot of people there. Like I said, the one that I do in my state has upwards of 1,000 people. You divide that by 5 of the service academies. Coast Guard and Merchant Marine don't get the flow that the big 3 get. But a couple hundred people in a 2-hour period, it's hard to keep track of everybody. So get their cards, get their contact information, and don't be afraid to send a follow-up email. Say, hey, Commander so-and-so, I met you at the All Academy Day in, Mississippi. I'm sure you don't remember me, but thank you for answering my questions and taking the time. And I hope that I'll be able to reach out to you in the future if I need some questions asked. That's all. Make contact, thank them, but you need to get the information while you're there at that All Academy Day. Along with that, collect the literature. I know that paper and printed things are a little outmoded in 2022, but you know what? Collect the literature. You never know what's in that literature, what contact name, what contact number, what requirement, what little grain of gold could be in there to help you with the process and to help you make your decision. Some of them, I know that most of the schools hand out plastic bags to put the information in. Take it, stuff it. And these schools also hand out what I call schlock. They hand out pens and little pennants and banners and cup holders and all kinds of stuff with their logo on it. Take it. It's the government paid for it. You want to go there, collect it. It's there to take. And I have to tell you, from doing a lot of these, we really don't want to carry it home. So the more you take, the less I have to carry home. So take it. I remember when I was going through the process, I know it was many, many years ago, but one of the things that really motivated me is I had a pen from my chosen academy. Actually, I took 2 of them, but I had a pen from my chosen academy. And when I was sitting there taking my tests throughout the year, up until May, when the choices are made, I would use that pen to take the test, and I would look at the logo of that academy, and I would say, hey, you got to do well on this test. Do your best so you can get into that academy. I know it's a little corny, but hey, it motivated me, and the pen was free. So take the stuff, take the Take the handouts, take the literature. Don't be afraid to take it all, because guys like me, we don't have to carry it home then. So thank you for doing that. Now, we get into two important things. The first one, this isn't a place to have long, detailed conversations with the representatives or the Senate staff. Like I said, there's hundreds of people there. It's there to get your simple questions asked, to make contact. Don't be that guy or gal that gets up there and says, I have a B in nuclear physics from my 8th grade year, and how does that apply to such and such? Not the place for it. Not the place for those deep conversations. Don't be afraid to go up, say hello. I'm interested in going to Naval Academy, Air Force Academy, Military Academy, wherever. Ask a quick question or so. Thank them. But step aside. But when other people are asking questions, don't be afraid to hang around, to lean in, and just say, hey, do you mind if I listen in on this? Maybe I have a lot of similar questions. Maybe I can learn something from this, and just listen in. And most people won't mind. And anybody that's asking a deeply personal question at one of these academy days is really off base. So don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to lean in, and don't be afraid maybe even to join like a group, like to have like a little roundtable discussion with the representatives. I personally like that. If I have 10 people circle or half circle around me, and they're all asking questions and we're having a discussion, I got to tell you, a lot of information is shared, and I'm able to help a lot of students very quickly, and it's really a good thing. So don't be afraid to do that. Don't stand on line. Don't be the last guy in line. Lean in, ask the question. Now, my most important thing, and if you guys are watching my videos, you probably know where I'm going to go with this. Your parent or guardian, they are not going to the academy. You are going to the academy. Like I said, go if you can. If you can't go and they go for you, that's fine. I actually had to go for one of my kids who had to go on a travel meet and could not be there. Hey, I collected the information, I gave it to them, and we had a discussion about it. But don't be that person where their mother is asking all these stupid questions and you're standing behind them. It's not a good look. It's really not a good look at all. They are not going. They probably couldn't get in. And I gotta tell you, if your mother, I don't know how old she is, she probably couldn't hack it. So you're the one that's going. You're the one that's going to do the work, do the physical work to get in. So you be the one that they ask the questions. It's a good look to the reps. It's good for you. Hey, I know that in the past few years, we've been locked down. We haven't been face-to-face. We've been Zooming and all that. It is the way it is. But it looks like that's all behind us now. So get up there, be yourself, be your own person, ask the questions and get the information. I'm really big on that. It just grates on me when parents ask the questions and the kids hiding behind them. It's just a bad look. So to wrap it up, let me just go over the things quick. If you can go, go. If you do go, listen, collect information, bring a pad and paper, collect the literature, collect the contact information. Don't be afraid to lean in and ask questions. And most importantly, follow up with those reps and those congressional and senatorial aides. Let them know that you were there. Let them know that you appreciate the time they took. And don't be afraid to ask if you can contact them in the future for help, for information, whatever. Never hurts. It never hurts to have contacts. This is a very difficult process. It never hurts on where you can get help. So thanks for tuning in. I have a blog, a WordPress blog that has a lot of this information on it if you'd like to read it. If you have comments, leave it below. If you have a question that you want to send to me personally, my email is attached. I have an Instagram page that has just an Instagram site that just started up, posting little stuff. Don't be afraid to post stuff on it, to ask a question on it. And I just started up a Facebook page that has data on when these All Academy nights are coming up. I share stuff over when I get it. And don't be afraid to go on there, ask questions, have a discussion. I'll moderate it. If it gets out of hand and you guys aren't playing nice, people will get cut off or shut down for a little bit. But don't be afraid to use it. If you want to use it like a form, please do. Thanks a lot, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye now.